كاظم عليه السلام يقول تستحب عرامة السبي. It is mustahab to on and off make it difficult for the kids. If you are rich, if you are well off, you have enough food, you have a good life, luxurious life, you can prepare for your kids. Imam said it is mustahab sometimes to make it difficult for the kids. Sometimes you don't buy them what they wish to eat, to wear, to have, to play with. Sometimes, even though you have everything at home, but you are going to have a very simple dinner. Very simple. Piece of bread or with a little bit cheese. Sometimes you make it somehow difficult for them. Imam says, make it difficult, it is mustahab. تستحب عرامة السبي في صغره ليكون حليما في كبره. Such a person, when they grow, they are patient, they are halim. Halim is hilm. Hilm means is different from sabr. Is a kind of wisdom-based patience, if you can better translate it into English. A kind of patience which is there with a kind of being mature. And the point is that Imam alayhi salam says, ثم قال ما ينبغي أن يكون إلا هذا. No, it shouldn't be anything other than this. Imam is to emphasize that if you want to have your children grow well and to have a good future, to be nice people in the future, do not make them spoiled by whatever they have and whatever they wish in their childhood. First point that we can learn here is that our soul is like our body. When you physically exercise and you make your muscles strong, then the body will be powerful. Those who do powerlifting, bodybuilding, they put the body under pressure. And as a consequence of those training, the body is strong, the muscles are strong. The same way, when you put pressure on the soul, when you make it a little bit difficult for the soul, that soul will be strong. And a strong soul will face the difficulties and hardships in the future better than a weak one. Than a one which was in indolence, in a kind of easygoing life. And when they encounter difficulties in the life, they cannot survive. Another point is that mentally speaking, it is the difficulties and hardships that give meaning to the life. When you are in a kind of easy life, when everything is okay, when there is no hardship, no difficulty, no pressure, man loses the meaning of life. People will not understand the meaning of life when everything is. That's why it's even in hadith we have that when you want to recite Quran, the hadith says recite it with huzn, with a kind of sorrow. This sorrow doesn't mean that you are sad for something. Sorrow means that you are worried. You are worried about something. You have a worry, and the worry is that I have to take care of myself, and this is a very important point. I don't want to lose it, and I cannot let it go. I cannot lose my soul. إن الخاسرين الذين خسروا أنفسهم يوم القيامة. The losers are those who lose their souls on the day of judgment. So if you believe in this, then you have the sorrow, you have the worry. You will not be careless in the life. You will not be negligent. We will not be negligent in the life. So if the child is trained with some hardships in the life, then they will value, they appreciate the things that they have. Something which is very important here, beside all these things, is that when a person is easygoing, at the young age, you remember we talked about adab, the age of adab, the other day. The time that we have to give them adab, if everything is fine with them, if they have whatever they wish, nafs is trained to get a positive response to any demand. Whatever I want should be prepared. So at that age, there is no shahwa, there is no carnal desires. Maximum is the desire for eating and drinking and these things. And when they reach to the age of puberty, other desires will be involved. If a child is not trained to have a kind of control over the desires from the childhood, now he cannot control himself. She will demand the same lifestyle that she or he had. Now the demands are changed. So a child who is trained into indolence in the childhood cannot control his shahawat or her shahawat when they grow. So to control carnal desires is very directly related to having a kind of strict life at the age of adab. So it's good for the parents to discipline the kids at that age. So that's why we said it's important to awaken them for salat even if they are 6, 7 years old. For salatul fajr, no problem. Awaken them. It's difficult for them. You shouldn't, feel mercy for. It's difficult for parents. Sometimes you see the kid is sick, or they slept late maybe. You want the kid to sleep enough. You shouldn't show mercy to them on such a thing. You should be strict. You should be hard with them. This hardness is good for their future. They are coming from the school. You shouldn't carry their bag. Sometimes parents they try to help the kid with taking off the shoes and the clothing and prepare everything. And when the child is trained with this easygoing life, they're not going to have a good future. So sometimes you see that the parents may say that, I don't know why my child was a good one when he was a kid. He used to recite Quran, he used to perform salat, and now he is 16, 17, he is not performing the rituals like he used to be and to do before. So the point is that at the child who he didn't have those demands, and now he has the shahwa. He is of an age that some other demands are grown. And if you didn't train them at that age to stand against, in their indolence, their, desire to take it easy with everything, if they didn't learn to overcome, that easygoing nature, then it will shift into another line when they are of that age. So it is of vital importance to take care of that aspect of children, and training them actually to do fasting is a very great influence, on and off, no problem. When they are 8, when they are 9, then they can better get into life. Maybe, I don't want to say it is, but maybe this is one of the wisdoms that girls are of age of taklif earlier than boys, because usually they earlier get into a kind of a social and marital life in comparison to boys. So when they get into taklif, they begin to practice some difficulties of life, and they will appreciate the life. They will know that life is full of difficulties, and they learn that to get you benefits and your happiness in the life, you have to put some desires under your feet. There is a very interesting test. It is practiced for some decades in Europe, in some European countries. The test is Stanford Marshmallow Experiment. Even if you search it in YouTube, you will find some clips for that. Stanford marshmallow experiment. In the kindergartens, where there are the kids, when there are babies, a very, very young age, maybe 4 or 5, the instructor in the kindergarten, they put a piece of marshmallow in a plate before the kid. And they tell the kid that this is yours. You can eat that. But if you wait for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I will give you another piece of marshmallow. Now it's your choice to eat it now or to wait 20 minutes and get another one. And you see that the kids are in a challenge. Some of them, they take it to the mouth, put it down. Some of them take a small bite. Some of them, they like it, but they put their hands on their face, fighting. This is very important. The child is learning to fight against the desires. Even in their secular, mentality and understanding, they find that a better future for the kid is by learning and being trained to control the desires. If you want to let it go, and do whatever you wish, you're going to spoil everything. And unfortunately, this is something that is being preached in the modern time. There is the idea of laissezfaire. Laissezfaire basically is in the market, in economy. In liberal economy, laissez-faire means that do it, any business. The matter of interest is the only thing that matters. For interest, you can do anything. So liberal economy is based on laissez-faire. Then after that, they brought that ideology into culture as well. Do it. Whatever you want, do it. And this do it destroyed their culture, destroyed their society, destroyed their everything, destroyed their lifestyle. And now they are living in hell. They are living in hell. So the idea of laissez-faire, the idea that you can do whatever you wish, just enjoy it, it turned their life into a hell that now they are struggling in. And now they are pushing other countries to follow their role model as well. Because if we are going down, everybody should go down with us. That is the ideology. Contrary to that is the idea of